Hi there, hope you are doing well. So here we have another question from the same passage as we uh, understood the direction for question is what answer the following questions based on the information given below. So as far as we understood about the text, uh, so the text indicates about tradition shapes the political structures and the social order, and it ensures the stability and unchangeable consistency of the political system. The conservative concept of tradition finds its fullest and most influential philosophical expression in the work of Anglo-Irish statesman uh, and philosopher Edmund Burke, and he what does he articulate the alliance of tradition with conservatism, and that remains popular today. Burke's best argument also. And finally, we talk about that the kind of changes and development Burke envisages are not progressive or innovative; they are fundamentally conservative. So, in the conservative way of thinking, tradition self-consciously stands in contrast to progress. Whether conservative has a monopoly on tradition, this dichotomy between tradition and progress is evidence that conservatism has successfully claimed tradition as its own. However, it is not evidence that their alliance is baked into the concept of tradition itself. So, fine. Let's look at the text. Let's look at the question. So, what does the question point out? The term reign of terror is referred to express which of the following in the passage. Now, it means we need to understand the term reign of terror. The term reign of the terror uh, so is nothing but a historical reference, right? And it's a historical reference related to a specified period during the French Revolution. So let's evaluate each option based on its alignment with how the term is used in the passage. Look into the first one. The first one is stated here. The violent revolution in France led by Edmund Burke. Okay, the violent revolution in France led by uh, Edmund Burke. So what does it say? This option is indicated about what? Incorrect, because Edmund Burke did not lead the French Revolution. He was a critic of it. What he was? He was a critic of it. Critic of it. Isn't it? So next is called as a he was a critic of it, and he associated the reign of terror with the violent phase of the French Revolution, not as its leader. So, in that case, this option misinterprets the context and the historical reference of the term reign of the terror. Right. Now, if I look into the idea given in the passage, so we can find out that tradition provides a strong and perhaps so and so the resolution of all tradition he holds. Then um, innovation a few years later when the reign of terror. Now you can find out here. So where what does it say? Thereby the very element of society have been confounded and displaced. A few years later, when the reign of terror descended upon France and thousands met their end on the guillotine, many accordingly saw Burke's warning justified. It seemed that innovation and revolution, right, unmoved by the certainties of tradition, led to ruin and chaos. The kind of a changes and the development that Burke envisages are not progressive or innovative. Burke defined tradition as that which is an inheritance from our forefathers. This inheritance, which comprises civil institution, ancestors, so and so on. Now, if you observe that what the first option, the violent revolution in France, led by Edmund Burke, which cannot be called as a correct, as we understood that he was a critic of it, he associated the reign of terror with the violent phase of the French Revolution, not as its a leader. So, in that case, this option is eliminated. Option two, the period of political instability and chaos following the dissolution of tradition. Well, Uh, this option is also not directly related uh, to the historical context of the Reign of the Terror. The term specifically refers to a period of extreme violence and repression during the French Revolution, not merely political instability, not merely political instability, isn't it? Stability. So this option doesn't accurately reflect the context of the term reign of terror, right? Now look into the third one, the arbitrary and tyrannical rejection of tradition during the French Revolution. Well, this option can be called as a most appropriate. Why? Because it accurately reflects the context. Because here it is stated arbitrary and tyrannical rejection, right? So this option accurately reflects the context in which the term reign of the terror is used in the passage. Um, and we find out that Edmund Burke used the term to criticize the extreme violence and suppression during the French Revolution, right? French Revolution, which he saw as a result of the revolutionary rejection of traditional norms and institutions, right? So this option aligns with the historical and contextual use of the term reign of the terror as described in the passage. Now look at the option 4, the conservative approach to change advocate by Burke. Now this option is incorrect because the term reign of terror is not associated with the, you can say that Burke's advocacy for conservative change. Instead, it is used by Burke to criticize the revolutionary excesses and violence during the French Revolution. So this option doesn't accurately describe the context of the term reign of terror. So based on the idea, we can draw that what option 3 is the correct answer. It accurately reflects how the term reign of terror is used in the passage, specifically referring what uh, to the arbitrary and tyrannical rejection of tradition during the French Revolution as criticized by Edmund Burke. Therefore, you can say option 3 would be the correct answer to it. Right? Uh, that aligns with the context provided in the passage. I hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.